Welcome everyone. We are on the cabin location. We do have our subfloor done and we're starting to get our base logs put in so we can actually start climbing up with the major components of our wall system for these 5x5s. And what we did is we laid plywood underneath. We did fill the 8-inch joists with insulation and then put plywood on top. And we have felt on it right now, and we're trying to keep it sealed from the weather that may be coming in later this week. It's going to take us several days to get this thing put together, and then probably another couple of days to actually get it dried in. Now this 5x5 here, since we are matching our floor system, it has a little bit too much of a crown in it, so I'm going to replace this one. I brought another one with me this morning before we actually get to deck some of this flooring off. Now these things are extremely heavy, so if you see me grunt a little bit, you'll know why. See if we can get this guy out of here. Now we're using seal insulation, which is a 3/16 foam. You can see it here behind the 5x5. And that makes both our chinking joint and also seals from air coming through. So that'll give you a better view as to what's going on there. And that should seal this thing up pretty tight for us. And we are using a generator back here. There's no power available. And the Mule's doing a fantastic job of hauling our material up for us. Our log trail is pretty rough, but we're getting it done. And it is beautiful up here. We are on the top of a mountain. When we get this cabin done, this should be a really nice spot to spend a lot of time. That is one of the biggest struggles working on remote locations like this, is trying to bring everything with you that you need, and you know you're going to forget something. That's going to fit a lot better. Now once we get up away from our subfloor, these things can wander as much as they need to in or out. But we're matching this plywood, so we definitely wanted this one straight. And we have a nice fit there. I am using a 10-inch timber bolt. We also have 6s and 4s. But these are designed to go through timbers for us. So we only have threads on the last 1.5 inches of material. And then we do have a 5/16 along with the countersinking head to drive these things in. Now our log's fastened down real well, guys. Everything's tied to the subfloor now. We're ready for our decking. I get a little more of the swept back. I'm going to start laying our floorboards out. I'm looking forward to seeing those on here. It will also let me know if we have cut out enough or if we have to go back to the mill and cut a few more. And this has been a really fun project. I can't wait to spend some time in this later on this fall when everything's complete. All right, let me get the first boards laid out. I'll bring you guys back when we get started across this thing. Got about 4 feet of this stuff stretched across here, guys. I haven't fastened anything yet because I wanted the opportunity to make sure everything's matching and be able to adjust anything we might need to. This is all rough sawn. And I do love the character. Look at that. This is white oak, black oak, and red oak. And by the time we get this down and actually get it cleaned up and prepped a little bit, this is going to look amazing setting in here. I'm going to use these ratchet straps. I've got hooks on the ends of them. And I'm going to pull to the outside so I can tighten all of this up as tight as I can get it before we start fastening. This will help pull any of the crown out of the material. As long as I don't go too far and flip the board over, this works pretty well. Okay. These straps out of the way so you guys can see. It has matched our floor and our timbers really well. Our foam's in here, so we're sealed. I also snapped chalk lines down on our felt paper in order to know where my joists are at. That way, once we start fastening, we can keep everything pretty well straight. I like that, guys. It doesn't hurt to make sure we're not getting too far off our joist. One thing about using decking screws is if something does go wrong, we can unfasten it and start again. I'm going to use a level for a straight edge so we can keep all of these guys running exactly where we need them to go. We already got that one. All the tools out of the way for you guys. Look at that. These are 5-inch planks. It's going to take us 29 of them to cross our 12-foot span here. And I will do another 4 feet now and then be able to choose in between them. If I wanted to swap these around before I run the fasteners in, then I could have done so to make sure that they line up well. 2 of these boards may find a mate better than where you had it laying originally, so it's nice to be able to move that around until we get them fastened. That looks awesome, guys. Okay, I'm going to finish this out, and hopefully before the rain gets here I will give you a view of the whole floor done. But if not, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one. This has been a great project, guys. Can't wait to get these walls stood up here.